Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. New information about those under arrest for child neglect against missing 3-year-old Elijah Vu.
An Amber Alert remains active exactly 1 month after he was reported missing from Two Rivers by his mother's boyfriend on February 20th. Two are in custody in relation to this case. Elijah's mother, 31-year-old Katrina Bauer, and her boyfriend, 39-year-old Jesse Vang, both facing charges of chronic child neglect. Vang's preliminary hearing is expected to be delayed tomorrow and rescheduled. Newly obtained documents, though, reveal a troubled past for Bauer, Vang, and Jimmy Vu, the boy's biological father. Brittany Schmidt joining us in the studio with what she's learned. Brittany.
Cami and Bill, we recently learned Jesse Vang was investigated in connection to an incident with Katrina Bauer at an Appleton hotel in 2015. And it reveals a troubling history that goes back almost a decade. Elijah's biological dad, Jimmy Vu, also played a role.
In November 2015, Outagamie County investigators respond to a hotel in Appleton. According to court documents, Katrina Bauer hid in the bathroom, got the attention of hotel staff to call police. Bauer reported a sexual assault by 2 men, one being Jesse Vang. According to a search warrant, Bauer told investigators she was their property and described being taken to Minnesota to perform sex acts for compensation, including drugs. 2 months later, Bauer asked police to not investigate the sexual assault involving Vang. Bauer was now involved with Jimmy Vu, Elijah's biological father, and according to Bauer, Vu was the alpha over Vang in, quote, some sort of structure. Ultimately, federal prosecutors handled the case against Vang, convicting him on drug charges. He was released in December of 2022. Vu went to prison in January of 2023 in another case. We recently learned in court from Bauer's mother, Bauer went to Vang because she felt alone. And now we know from criminal complaints, Bauer wanted Vang to teach Elijah how to, quote, be a man and correct his supposed bad behavior.
Tonight at 6, we take another look at key moments in the co-defendant's timeline leading up to the Amber Alert activation for Elijah Vu. Bill.
Brittany.